can't believe the day is finally here. Step one, what we're doing is we're gonna rip up the floor, rip up everything, and start with a completely clear base. And we've got a tow bar, so we're gonna get rid of that. All right, cue our first of many, many time lapses.
If you're new here, we're Ben and Shelley, and have we got a monumental task ahead of us. We're converting this brand new van into our dream home on wheels. We've done the whole van life thing before, so this isn't our first rodeo. But we've got a trick up our sleeve as we've enlisted the help of Shelley's dad Terry. And well, let's just say he's pretty handy on the old tools. So follow along as the three of us attempt to turn this empty van into a luxury off-grid camper.
So one strange thing about the LDVs is the spare tyre sits up here. So we're gonna have to remember this, and when we cover the floor, I'm not quite sure how it's accessed, but we're gonna work out how that's done. So we might need to make a gap for it in the floor. All right, so as you can see, here's the spare tyre. So we've got the manual out to work that out. Unscrew this, we'll pull this out and see what's underneath. So we're just gonna take all of these off. Just got a flathead screwdriver, shove it in, take it off. We've got better insulation for all of this, so we don't need this on the van anymore. Oh, this one's got stuff on it.
Got what?
Plastic. Keep these, they'll be good for templates later on down the line. So we've pulled all of this out, and underneath are these weird little squares. Some of them aren't stuck down. Where's the one? So this will make it flat going across. That one's, yeah. Is it magnetic? Oh no, just like that came off super easy. You can see everything's in here, and you can see the people who made it, you can see their boot marks. So we've got to figure out what to do with these. Step one. What are we doing this for?
Oh, just seeing how level it is with and without these things.
Oh, without the square things. Okay.
Without the square things. They're a bit shorter than the middle ribs.
So even though it's got all of this?
The little blocks make it level.
Okay, so it is leveling out all those blocks.
Yeah.
Do we use them or not?
I think so. I think we have to.
So we're keeping all the screws and everything just in case. And this is off that wheel arches. So it's got a bit of sound deadening in it. So we'll keep it for now. Not sure if we're going to use it. Ooh, geez. Everything's falling. Good start. Okay, we're just using the level to see if things match up and to see if we need to make some jigs, like if this matches this, or if we need to extend that. It's all level.
See that? See that's all level. Okay.
So you can see here, there's a gap there from the back, which means this bit's not level. So what we'll do is we'll just attach like a 12mm bit of ply, because that'll have some flex in it.
Yeah. Put
it across there, and then you can screw into that, because you can't screw into the ridges. I can't reach it, but you can see that they're all uneven, and screwing into ply is going to be way better. Overheads come down to there, but let's measure how high the bed's going to be for Ben's waist to check he's not going to hit his head.
Oh, when you're sitting down?
Yeah.
It's easy. Oh.
Squat and hold, Ben. Squat and hold.
How's my pose?
Dab with the goods.
About the height of the bed. 450, I should say. That's probably a little bit lower.
Oh, Jesus! Yeah, you got plenty of room. So they would come down to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't want it too high, so it'll come down to there. Yeah, literally loads of room, Ben.
Yeah,
cool. Sorted.
Even if it was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terry's Tips 101.
Any new cars now have a lot of Torx bits on them. You have to have a good look at them. Sometimes you'll think they're an Allen head or a Phillips head, but they're actually these. They're actually those. So need a set of those for anything sort of less than 20 years old.
Thanks, Dad.
While working on the underside of the van, we figured we'd measure out how many water tanks we could fit under there as well.
What size are the ones you're looking at? They were 280 or something.
Van build dimensions. The 43 litres are 960 by 260.
260. Pretty tight.
And then we've got a 90 litre one, which is 1270 by 400. I wonder if that could fit down the back end. And then we'd only need 2 on the side. This is how we're measuring out the underneath of the van. It's a jigsaw puzzle trying to fit everything.
No, 1270 is too big.
Okay, so our options are basically, so the 43 litres, a 960 by 260, or we've got 54 litres, which are shorter, so 775 but 355 wide.
How big is that? How many litres is
54.
That's a little bit more.
So it's just a different shape. Alright, I've come upstairs, I'm jumping on Outback equipment and I'm going to order our water tanks and get everything sorted for underneath the van. Hopefully we can get that done in the next couple of days. Getting it in, we can jack it all up, which is going to make putting the water tanks on easier. We can drop the fuel tank, put in the diesel heater. We have figured out how to fit almost 130 litres of fresh water, which is amazing. We used to live off 70 litres. That would last us about a week, which was awesome, but we didn't have a shower with that, and yeah, it was a bit rough. So adding in as much as possible. Now grey water, we're just going with 30 to 40 litres is plenty, because we're going to have another switch that it can just run off as well. The water tanks only work out to be about $150 for 343 litres, so that's really good. Let's see what else I can order from Outback equipment. I think a Sirocco fan is on the list. And the last big thing we've got to get is a fridge. I've been looking at some on Marketplace. That one I'm happy to go a little bit cheaper on, because that fridge is really easy to replace. And I've looked up a bunch of the different brands for the 110 litre, which is going to fit really nicely. And they're all roughly the same size. So once we have a hole, we can swap and replace as that goes. So I'm keeping an eye out on Marketplace. If not, I'll just run down to King's and get one. But yeah, constantly on the computer ordering something, measuring, ordering, and then waiting. So I've got a big list on my computer of things that we've ordered, whether they've arrived, how much they've cost. So we've already spent $8,000, and yeah, trying to keep it organised and useful.
Continuing on the underside of the van, Terry enlisted the help of a friend to drop the diesel tank and get the fuel line in for the heater.
Yeah, we've got a motorbike jack to hold up the fuel tank when it comes down.
Yeah, close enough. Yes. Can you grab me a flat screwdriver? A couple of different ones, you know, like a small one and a bit bigger one.
Okay, so if it wasn't obvious, we're installing the diesel heater. So we're dropping our fuel tank, because it's diesel, underneath. That's what all that is. And right now we're just crimping off the fuel line so diesel doesn't go everywhere. We have driven the van. Oh, it's very dark in the... There's a solution. It's called a light switch. Like rocket science. It's not turning on. Anyway, but what we're doing is we're cutting off the fuel line right now. Oh, check out that afternoon light. It's actually nice and cool. Cutting off the fuel line. We're going to drop the top of the line in the diesel. We'll drop a picture over the top. Instead of putting it into a separate diesel tank, we're just going to attach it to ours, screw it into the top and thread it through, but not thread it through right to the bottom of the fuel tank. So it'll drain it when it's empty. Just have a bit of give in the bottom of the tank. It should work. If this isn't making sense, we're going to make a picture and explain it a bit more in depth.
So most diesel heaters come with a small tank that you would fill up with, you guessed it, diesel, and run in a feeder line. But instead we're feeding ours straight into a fuel tank, as this is a diesel van, which means we don't have an extra tank to top up the fuel for the heater to actually work.
Dad actually needed my help.
Yeah. Which made me think it was cake. But, I sent Karen.
We've got the Wicked Witches under here. Delivery.
If it's really full, it might have.
Or like just like top of the tank up or something.
Well,
if you're doing this, make sure that your fuel tank isn't full. Otherwise it'll be super heavy to lift up and down, and you don't want to potentially spill and lose a whole bunch of fuel as well.
See, try and get it to focus right. The fuel tank is going to sit in between these two. So if we can get the top bit off, we can get our hand in underneath and really secure it. If not, we'll get some Sikaflex in there. But this is the pickup line that we're going to thread through 3/4 and leave a little bit at the bottom of the fuel tank just so it doesn't dry it. This will put up the fuel and give the power, or the fuel, the diesel that's going to come come up and allow the mechanism to work.
With the fuel tank dropped and removed, it was a simple matter of running the feeder line through the top of the tank.
We're going to go in through here.
I'll drill a hole in there, attach this onto the end of there, work out on here how long we think we need it, and then just push it all in, pop the thing back on when we get it in.
So layman's term, we took this off, bottom bit's unscrewed, poke a hole in this, chuck it through there.
So the way it's going to sit, it's not going to, I don't think it's going to sit on the floor anyway.
Yeah.
Just a touch more, I reckon.
Perfect. Chuck her in. And we're just putting the fuel tank back in. We haven't finalised where the diesel heater actually is going because we've got none of the inside of the van done yet. But we're doing that for now, so it's just over and done with, and I can actually finally put a full tank of fuel in my van and not have to fill up every 2 days. What a win.
We'll end this video here as we put the fuel tank back in place. Tune in next time as we go all in on sound deadening and insulation and make this van look a bit weird and futuristic. See you then!